Hello, testing this mic. Mic check. Seems good. Can you guys hear me okay? Hello, everybody. Oh, lots of hellos in chat too. Just gonna check this. I had to put this mic a little bit farther away so it doesn't interfere with my camera, but it should be okay. If not, I can always turn myself up. Anyway, let's get this stream going. How are you all today? Hopefully well. Let me turn myself, actually I'm pretty high already, so, well, I wish I was high, I'm not. But, let's get this going. So I'm gonna switch this over. And wow, look at that. So, welcome to another stream. This is our final stream for this figure. This figure's had a long journey. This is Little Monk, now looking like Chun-Li. There's a little fuzz on her. Glad to hear you guys are doing okay. Ooh, I hear some alrights and some tireds. So that's both good and bad, I guess. But I feel you. I am pretty tired as well. We're all tired. It's not even the middle of the week. But yeah, so we're gonna be assembling this figure today, as well as doing some final, just tiny bit of detail work involving pastel shading. It only takes really a couple minutes. That's the last thing. And so I did want to just kind of show you guys. This is what Little Monk looks like. Let me zoom out so you guys can see more of the parts. So here's all the parts. And we will be putting them all together today. Also, her pants did not show up. So, face is super cute. Let me put this on an alligator clip so you guys can kind of see it. Hello, Jess. Yeah, I really love her. Here's the final face. You can see everything's flatted down, but I did leave her eyes glossy. You can also see I gave her earrings like Chun-Li, so this is just a little tiny pearl dot. But really, really happy with this. Really happy with her hair shading. You can see the hair came out really nice. I did decide, so usually what I do for my figures is I give everything a complete matte top coat. Oh, thank you, Jess. Oh, I see the froggy, Kermit froggy. Thank you. It means a lot. And so usually what I do is I give everything in this figure a matte top coat. But for this figure, I tried doing that for her hair, and it just did not look good. The brown just came out super dull, and so this figure is actually, it uses all three kind of top coats here. We've got matte for her skin. You can see it's basically flat. At that point, there's no shininess. And why does my music keep pausing? That's the question. We've got some semi-gloss for her hair. So let me show this real quick. So you can see her hair has a little bit of a shine to it. And I found that that just brought out the browns a little bit better. Without this gloss, the very, very slight semi-gloss, it just was not coming out how I wanted it. It looked more gray toned, and so not that cute. Same with her pants. I did end up doing kind of a semi-gloss on them, and so it's more like a nice satin sheen. But the top here, the top and her tattered clothes are glossy. So let's see, really, really nice gloss on those, a high gloss, which was what I wanted. You can see the details came out really nice. I really don't know what's going on with Spotify today. It's having that problem with Discord. Yeah, I think she came out great. And so here is the reference in comparison. Let me zoom out a little and get rid of the reference image because we don't need that anymore. And so it's totally different, but still very cute and follows the kind of, you know, fighting girl color scheme. So anyway, let's start with pastels. I am going to just kind of shade the middle of her belly button here. It looks a little bit plain. I didn't really get a chance to do much shading. And that's, I think, well, I might do a little bit more in between her hands. So let's see. So you can see her hands are a little bit plain, so there could be a little bit more shading going on inside of there. Kind of hard to figure it out, but we can do a little bit more in there as well. So move that. Okay, so I'm gonna set aside some of these parts just so they don't get hit or damaged or you know, in the way, because sometimes these pastels can kind of just float onto pieces. So we'll put them aside and get them going. Luckily, most of this figure is already assembled with magnets, so it should be no problem to just kind of snap most things together and just figure it out. And let's put these up here. Okay. So I'm gonna flip this and work with this, and I am going to be just using regular pastels. These are Mungyo pastels. I use them in the final step for pretty much everything. I bought this so many years ago. I think I even used these for my tutorial, that hand painting tutorial that was like 2012 or something. So I've had these for almost 10 years at this point. And there's so many colors, they just go on so nice. Away so you can see all the colors here. Really just so many to choose from. Usually I only work with a couple of them, so I work with kind of the reds in here and then sometimes these ones. That's pretty much it. I really don't do that much pastel shading anymore for my works because most of it's airbrushed, but I do use them occasionally. So I am going to pull out, I think, this brown one and maybe this red one and shave off a little bit, and then we'll see kind of how it goes from there. Okay, so I'm gonna put them on this little paper towel. A little goes a long, long way with these two. And I think I covered it before in my made kit, but Tamiya also makes some pastel shades, and I do have their kind of skin toned one, but for this kit, the colors just won't really work with it that well. So let me zoom in for this. So really all you need to do is just take your pastel and shave off a little bit with your X-Acto knife. That's pretty much it. And I'm gonna grab an orange, like a dark orange as well. I think that one might work better. This is more of like a burnt orange. But you can also mix colors together, so. Okay. So let's grab, I'm gonna grab a Q-tip or a little precision cotton swab this time. Usually I apply my pastels with a paintbrush, but this is such a small area that it's really not needed. Okay. I'm also going to grab, let's see, what color is this? Oh, I might need this one too. Hello, Mr. Frike. How are you tonight? Yeah, pastels are they're pretty easy to work with, to be honest, because it's really just, you already have the color, you can mix colors and then just apply it. Okay. So let's take this, and I'm actually gonna put this over here because the angle this is at, we really don't want this to just kind of tip over onto the pastels or onto the kit. Okay. Really just kind of gonna rub it into her belly button. We don't need a lot. And let me see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you got your Munchkin kit. Congrats. Oh my gosh. I am so happy for you. That's good. Is she sold out now? I haven't even checked. I did see that she went up, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it. But that's so good. I'm so glad you got her. You'll be able to enjoy how beautiful and well cast that figure is now. Okay, and let me grab a little brush, just a tiny brush. She was sold out by the time you got through checkout. Yeah, that seems about right. Oh, congrats, yeah. You really, really have to like get there on release for Munchkin kits, I swear, because they just sell out in like a minute. But that's excellent. I'm glad that you got her. Okay, so you can see already this belly button is looking a little bit more defined. Not really too much difference here, honestly. We are just depositing a little bit of pastel inside of the belly button to just give it a little bit of contrast. And so you can do this for pretty much anything, you know, areas that are divoted or, you know, need a little bit more shading. Move that. And I'm just going to give this a really light brush to wipe off some excess. That's just a melamine sponge. Yeah, she's got a really cute belly, and this is a really good color that we mixed, so it doesn't have to be anything crazy, you know. I just wanted a little bit of shading in that belly, and so we can also do that when she's assembled. It's just easier to do it, and actually you can also do it inside of the ear, so let me put a little bit of this color in the ear, just to give it a little bit more shape. Doesn't really have to be anything too bad, but this brown right here is kind of a nice soft red, and so a little easier. I see a comment by, am I saying rise for sake? It's either rise for sake or rise for sake. I love it. Oh, but thank you. But it's been a long journey for this kit. This is stream number 25 for those following, which means that we put about 50 hours into this kit. And so those of you turning in today, thank you for joining the outlook, or the end of this stream, and this will be it. But I'm very excited. She came out really cute. I love, you know, what's going on with this kit. I love her energy, so when she's being put together, I'm just gonna be over the moon. Let's see. Rise is an old clan tag, forsake is what I go by. Cool, so I got it right the second time. I don't even want to talk about what my regular username is. For here, it's Plum Workshop. That's all you guys need to know. Okay. So really, again, just not anything too crazy. I'll show you guys the ear now. Let's see. So you can see a little bit of shading, just enough to bring out some of that definition. And let me double check, make sure it's good. Seems okay. Yep, I think we're good on that end. And I will be applying some to her fingers then, now that I know I like this color. So let's bring out this one first. Yeah, this is usually the last step that I do, so very quick, very good way to add some shading, either to your kits that you've hand painted, or even like prize figures. I know people that go in and they use pastels and just kind of try to accentuate certain details, because prize figures don't have a lot of shading, and that's a good way to add some. Also, I switched my music back to the original one that we were working with. I was finding out that that other stream was kind of muting me at certain portions, so that's no good. Okay. And these hands, when we assemble them, I'm actually not going to glue them because I'm not completely done with them. So you may or may not have noticed she now has this little kind of ring. Let's see if I can get it. This little ring around her hand. And that's a piece of paper that I added, and I think I'm gonna put like a pearl or something on it, but I haven't fully decided yet, so. Okay. I'm doing a lot of talking and just ranting today, sorry. Just so excited this is gonna be done. Okay, and where's my... Let's put a little on the other side as well, because her hands are gonna be kind of facing up. Let's see, I didn't realize it's gone on sale. You spent so much on TFO. Ooh, TFO. And I feel like there's another one right around the corner too. I feel like TFO is just happening non-stop, honestly. Because I'm seeing people post the stuff that they're gonna put up for TFO because Wonder Festival was canceled again. Next TFO is in December. Okay, what I'm probably seeing then is people saying, I'm gonna put this up at TFO because Wonder Festival's canceled. Okay. Let me shave a little bit more off of this red color. Also, I like those Mungyo pastels because at first I thought, you know, I was going to use this other colors for sure, and then nope. And really any chalk pastel will work for this. It does not have to be the brand that I'm using, as long as it's not an oil pastel. So a lot of pastels are oil based as well, and that's not what we want for this. Okay, I think that's good. Again, don't need to do anything crazy. And let's put some here. Kinda gonna rub a little bit in. Can use a brush or any regular old cotton swab. Okay, so I think that's pretty much good. Again, this isn't anything crazy. I'm not even sure if it will show up on the camera. Let's see. You can barely see a hint of it, but there's definitely, you know, in between her fingers, you can start to see the shadows. So there's a little better view of it. So just enough to give you some definition. I think that's it for pastels. If not, we can always cut some more. So I usually just dump the pastel paper towel away because you don't want it to get on anything. So now we are ready to assemble. So the way I figured I would break it down, because this figure is a little particular, is we're gonna have to attach her pants first to her torso, and then the shiny tattered clothes will fit over that. And so I'll show you guys as we're going. So to do this, you will need mostly a 2-part epoxy. I find that works best. Right now I have, as usual, the Quick Cure 5-minute. Has seen better days, but it's a 5-minute quick cure epoxy as well as a hardener. And so together you mix these two and it will create a glue that dries in about 5 minutes. So you just have to mix equal parts. That's the whole point of it. So, and the hardener is always a little bit more sticky, I find. You can see it's just kind of slowly creeping down the bottle. Okay, that's about good. And I usually just mix this with a toothpick. This is the same procedure as you'd be using if you're gluing it pretty much anything, a PVC repair, garage kit, stuff around your house, etc. So you just want to make sure that it's well mixed, and then you can apply it directly to your figure. So let's bring over the figure. We'll be doing her pants and then her torso simultaneously. Mostly because I need this glue to set. And everything's magnetized already, so you can see it just kind of holds by itself. It's a little loose, but like this, and then like that. And so really all you'll need to do is just put the glue where the magnets go, and that's it. So we'll do the middle part first. And none of this is going to be visible because it's all going to be under those tattered clothes. So normally I'd be a little concerned about glue seepage, but in this case it's not too big of a deal. Try to set that in a way. Okay, and then I'm going to put it kind of in the crevice here. Sculptor was nice enough to create these keyholes, and so we can just put the glue right in them. Okay, about that. And then this will just snap in, and that's that. So we'll just let that sit. And what I'm also gonna do actually is put this right over it, like that, because this has a very particular way it needs to fit. And let's see if I can get this to go how it's supposed to. Might even need to glue this at the same time. Okay. So we're just gonna leave it like that because that's even and how it's supposed to be. And it's a very, very tight fit. I can already see that. It looks like there's a little bit of blue residue from the paint that got on her tummy area. So I'm just gonna brush that off real quick with a melamine sponge. Okay. So a melamine sponge is just kind of used in everything from PVC to garage kits to remove any tiny other defects. So. And that's that for this. What I could also do, but my glue is starting to get a little tacky, is attach her front piece. So she has this bow that goes like that. And so I guess what I could do is just mix another new batch right away. But it's starting to look very cute. Already feels, you know, pretty much like the character. Getting a little bit more glue off screen, sorry. And I don't expect this to take the whole stream, honestly. So after that, we're gonna kind of transition into some either random stuff or talk about the new project that I want to work on. Not quite sure yet. Okay. So here's the last bit of glue for this. Just fits right in like that. And again, this glue is 5-minute curing, so, or at least 5 minutes tacky. So we do want to wait. I don't really want to be handling this too much in the meantime, because otherwise it's going to kind of shift around and stuff. So what we could start doing is working on her head. Yeah, why not do that? So let me pick this up and put it to the side here. And we will move on to her pigtails, because we're gonna have to do those separately before we attach the head to the torso. Okay, so she does have twin tails, and they originally were in 4 pieces. We put them into 2, got everything sprayed, and she's ready for assembly now. So I just want to make sure that I put them on the right side of her head, which they were the wrong way. And these, I'm not quite sure where they go either, so I'm gonna have to figure that out first. There is a guide kind of hole for each of these, but it's not clear or written on these if they go on the left or the right side of her head. So, and also there's a little bit of glue that kind of got sticking out here that I'm gonna try to peel off. Okay. Okay. All right, so let me see real quick how these are supposed to go. There's a very particular way, so. Oh, maybe like that? No. Like that? Oh, this one might be this one. And then let me check this one. I want to say it doesn't matter, but when we attach them to her head, the position kind of matters, so I think this is the way, but we'll have to check. Okay. So this will go here, and let's see. Let's see, now you want want to play Etrian Odyssey? Yeah, it's a fun, cute designs. I actually never played this series, which is why she's got this like cosplay treatment. But I've heard very good things about it. I'm just kind of messing around right now to try to get these pigtails aligned. Oh, there we go. So it's roughly what it should look like, I think. Again, we'll have to mess around with it. By the time I figure this out, it's probably going to be time to glue her boots on. This is always the tricky part, is assembling, and sometimes things, no matter what you do, fit a little bit differently when they're painted. Okay. Okay, yeah, this seems correct, I think. Yeah. And then this will be roughly like that. That's good enough for me, so we'll stick with that, and then kind of come back to that shortly, because I think this should be, yeah, it should be okay to start gluing these boots in at this point. So we'll switch back and forth. Yep, we're assembling figures today, so lots of fun stuff. Okay, and let's do that, mix this. Okay, and bring this back over here. Zoom out just a little bit, or at least move this down maybe. There we go. Okay, so her boots are fairly straightforward since we already have the orientation the right way. Just want to make sure that each boot matches up with the right leg. Put this over here real quick. Ooh, that's still a little tacky. Okay. Okay, left boot goes in. Looks like I need a little bit more glue. Let me mix that up real quick. And if we do this right, this figure should stand on her own, because it did during all of the assembly, so. Get a little bit more of this glue. Come on. I need to just set this on the side or something. There, mix more of this. Okay, turn this over. Kind of a lot. not, but that's fine. Okay. It should just kind of pop in. Yep. Let's try that again. Oh, that's a lot of glue. Okay. Let's pull some of that out. Don't want to over apply glue because then the seepage happens. And that can be kind of annoying to remove. Okay. That should be good though. Okay. And let me check her. There we go. So, a little off camera, but she is just supposed to stand on her own. So, you can see from the top view. Here's what it looks like from the front. Okay, so this can definitely kind of chill on its own now, because I do want that to totally dry. And let's get back to the head. Oops. Okay. So her face is fairly straightforward. This is actually going to be removed when we put it into the torso. I'm just kind of using it as leverage right now. But I just wanted to make sure that these are absolutely the right twin tail things. Actually, it might even, I think it might be the other way. Let me double check this. Because the way that this figure is set up, there's a little hole on the back of her head. Oops. Yeah, it's fine. So there's a little hole on the back of her head, which I'll show you. One of these is for the twin tail, and the other one is for the little, I don't know, it's supposed to be her hair, but it's really like I'm using it as a scrunchie. So I think it's actually the other way around, if I'm doing that correctly. Yeah, that, well, let's see. Maybe the other one. It's always hard to tell when stuff is not labeled. Oh, yep, that's it for sure. Okay, so we just had it reversed. And so this one is gonna go in here and like this. Yep, that's how it will go. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. So what we'll do is I'm going to glue her twin tails first to the figure and then adjust this ring and kind of glue that afterwards. So she'll look like this pretty much once it's glued, except her little bangles will be adjusted a bit. So, okay, let's grab another piece of cardboard. This part is a little bit important because the, oops, there you go. The placement of the hair can kind of shift up or down depending on how we want it. So I do want it like her face is facing forward. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Okay, put that here. Let's pull this out temporarily. And we really don't need a lot of glue at all. I'm just gonna put a tiny dab, really, really tiny dab, because there's a potential for a lot of, what is the word I'm looking for? Can't think of it. Seepage, glue seepage. It's potential for a lot of glue seepage, so. And it's okay if there's a little bit, we're not gonna see it, but I do like to try to minimize the amount of excess. Okay, and rotate her head. So her twin tail is facing forward, like that. And, you know, I might as well just, I don't know if I should glue this yet. Yeah, let's focus on getting the hair first. And then take this part out. Hello, Fries. How are you doing today? Or tonight, I guess. And thank you. Yeah, I think she came out really cute. We'll have to see the final, you know, final verdict. But so far, so good. Of course, this would pop out. Okay, roughly. Some definite seepage there. Let's see if I can wipe off some of it. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's adjust that hair. And you do have some wiggle room, thankfully, because it is 5 minutes that it takes. I'm actually gonna pull this out and stick her on the head right now, and so that way, or stick her on the torso right now. That way we can figure out the position. Oh yeah, the schedule is definitely taking a little bit of time to get used to. Me too. So no worries. But yeah, I think that she came together, all things considered, pretty quick compared to at least the maid kit. We spent a lot of time talking for that one. Okay, so her head's is still a little loose. It hasn't been glued yet, but I just want to make sure that the hair positioning is good, because that's like what it's gonna be like for the rest of the kit. So I want to make sure that I like it. Okay, I think that should be okay. Let me look at it from the side. She's got like a little beauty mark on her neck I forgot to take off. Yeah, I think let's change that. Okay, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna stop, or at least not stop, but position the hair. Yeah, she looks crazy. Look at that, guys. She has no arms, but that's pretty much what it will be like. So very, very cute. I love it so far. Still a little bit to go, but let's set this aside real quick, and then the last step will be gluing those scrunchy pieces together onto it, as well as just adding her arms real quick. I'm not going to glue her arms on yet because I think I want to add a little pearl dot or something to them, which I can probably do on stream actually. That wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, in the meantime, I guess I'll talk to you guys about the base real quick while we're kind of waiting for this glue to dry. I wanted to work on the base tonight and have it kind of done, but unfortunately the shipment, I bought some wood and it won't arrive until Thursday, so I'm gonna have to do it on my own, sadly. But I did decide that I didn't want to do like a wood base. I wanted to do more of a tatami floor, like she's fighting in a dojo or something. And so over the weekend, oh, that's weird, my music stopped. There we go. Over the weekend, I went out and I purchased some fabric that kind of looked like a tatami floor. It's surprisingly difficult to find like straw material that looks like tatami. I searched like 4 or 5 different stores, and in the end I decided like I'll just use a fabric that looks like it. And so I found this fabric. Oh, it's on my desk or up on the bench. I found this fabric, but it's pure white, and so what I ended up doing was cutting out a bunch of sheets of it and dyeing it with various colors of both coffee and brown, like black tea. Whoa, what's going on here? So silly. So yeah, I took this fabric, I ran a bunch of experiments, and I put it in tea and coffee at different time intervals to kind of get different shades of brown and to figure out which texture and color I liked best. So each of these is different. Some of them I put in coffee or tea for like a longer period of time. It's kind of harder to tell the difference for this one, but it's a little bit more yellowy. And then the tea ones ended up like a darker red color. And so some of them end up really darker shades. Now it's kind of more evident. You can see this one's really light, this one is kind of more red, and this one's pretty dark. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet. They're all 4" by 4", which is the size of the wooden base I got. But I figured once I finished building this monk Chan, I would just kind of use whatever color I liked best, and then figured that out. And so also I bought some like fusible, what is going on? Stupid Discord. I bought some fusible interfacing, which I'll kind of like put on the edges, and that will make it look like tatami floor. So if you Google like tatami floor, usually it's like this kind of texture and like rectangles, and it's got some outline on it. And so I bought some like interfacing that you can do to make it look like it. So we'll see what it looks like when, you know, it comes, and when I get that base built. I will be showing that in my finished photos, but probably not on stream. So it's just something that, you know, I decided to do on my own. I think what's going on here, I'm gonna disconnect from Discord and reconnect because it's being a butt. Let's try this now. Okay. And let's see, Momo's still talking, so we're good. But yeah, sorry for distraction. Anyway, this is what we'll be using for her base. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, I had to rack my brain a little bit because I was like, how do I make this look like a, you know, grass floor when I don't have grass, and when, like, you know, a lot of it's just kind of, it's at a macro scale. So when we're trying to like think about micro and miniature level, you kind of have to get creative. And so we'll see how it turns out. I like shrug my shoulders because I usually have no idea. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, we'll just figure it out. But yeah, let's double check on this girl now and see. Actually, usually I have my glue that I can just check, but I think I already threw it away. So whatever. Let's bring her back over. Looking very cute. These are not moving quite as much, so I think we are good to start gluing them. Let me take this figure's head off at least. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm not a very good base person, but I did feel like this figure needed something more than like just an acrylic plate, so I'm hoping this works. And I think it will look cool for her. Just to like give you an example of what it would look like. We've got like that, so I don't even know what color this is, but I think that will look super cool with the tatami like outline. But let me tell you, finding this was difficult, and also I had drunk like a really strong martini, and so I was so tipsy when I was shopping for this. I know it's TMI, but I was like, this is beautiful. I was so into it, but I'm glad that my decision worked out. And then I passed out for like 4 hours. I didn't do my work, and so yesterday I was like, oh shit, I gotta like do my fucking presentation for school because I have a presentation tomorrow. So I love it. Yeah, graduate school life, y'all. Good times. Anyway, back on topic. We're gonna get her scrunchy pieces glued. And then I think I'm just gonna transition into maybe putting on those tiny little pearls on her hands. I'm not sure yet. Thank you, Jess. It was a good martini though. It was just so strong. It's like they barely flavored it. Okay. So let's see, an effective way to do this would probably be angle it like that. Okay. I'm gonna wait just a little bit to get this glue a little bit tackier because this glue does dry relatively quickly, but if I apply it on when it's super liquidy, the piece is still just kind of gonna shift around. So we really only have to wait like a minute or two and then it will basically be workable. Looking good though. I really like how the brown came out. I'm really not a huge like brown hair fan, meaning like I just don't paint it a lot, and so I really like how this kind of like turned lighter and then went darker. Excuse me. And it's like this chocolatey brown. It's really cute. Now I know the recipe, so I can do it however much I want. Okay, so let's put a little bit of glue. Just a dab or two. Okay, on one side, and then very, very little bit on the underside. Okay, and this actually goes like that, so I need to wipe off this bit here. Not that it matters too much. Okay. This is kind of a precarious position. And it's supposed to just kind of fit in here. But really it's not even touching the bottom that much, so I don't know what the sculptor was thinking for this piece. Let's see. Okay. Put a little bit more glue on the top because it looks like it's more around here. I might have to do a little bit of cleanup on this piece after it glues, because it's a little bit fussy and kind of dirty on the scrunchie, just because we handled it. Okay, I want to say that's good. We'll see if it holds its place. Hopefully. As you can see, the glue is already getting pretty tacky. Oop. Yeah, just like that apparently. Tough. Very tough. It's supposed to kind of fit in on both sides, but sorry if you can't see this very well. This glue's kind of getting fussy, which happens. Okay, that should be good. There's a little bit though on the top here. And there's a little bit in the back I'm gonna have to correct later, but that's fine for now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's not good. Okay. Let me get a Q-tip. Just kind of... Sorry if it's blurry, I'm like shifting it around. This glue is being a little temperamental. Okay, that should be pretty good where I want it, so let's see. Yeah, for whatever reason it just really doesn't like sticking to the back of the hair, but I don't think that's totally necessary if it's sitting in the little wedge of the twin tail itself. So let me remove some of this if I can. This glue is at a point where I can kind of just push it before it pulls off any paint. Actually, that just kind of came right off. Weird. Okay. And let's see this side. Pro modeling, you guys. Just like push glue around and then maybe it will stick. Okay, at the very least I can get this side kind of secured and then work on the other side. I'm just rolling glue off of this hair, the excess hair. And sorry if the camera's not focusing right away. Okay, the rest can be kind of like sanded off. We just really don't want to touch the front of her face because I want that as flat as possible. Okay, so let's let that sit just for a little while. I don't really know an effective way to let it sit other than, where did that brass wire go? Let's see. I got another one here. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I see what it's doing. Likes that. Come on, camera. Let's do it. There we go. So, pretty cute. Fits into kind of the nooks and crannies here. That's where the twin tail kind of scrunchie is supposed to go. It's not a perfect fit, so I wonder, let's see. I don't know, it looks like the image is like that too. Yeah, the image is highly angled, which is I also found interesting. But in any case, let's set this aside just for a moment and then put her arms together. So let's bring this back over. This should be all dried at this point, other than the glue. We didn't, the one thing I hate about this playlist. Okay, so the only thing we didn't glue was kind of these tattered clothes to the bottom here. And I think that's fine for now. I may adjust it later, but I'm not gonna be moving this figure around, so I don't really see a point in doing it. And the arms are magnetic, so they do just snap in like that. So you can see, very powerful pose. I did use like kind of a bluish paper. I felt that would go a little bit better rather than like pure black, especially because I'm not planning, at least I think, to make the tatami floor like pure black, but we'll see. But one thing I was not sure about was those little spiky bands on her arms, and I don't think I'm going to do that. It's just too hard and it doesn't fit the pose or anything. But I do have all these pearls, so some of them I applied to her ears already. So I'm just going to check the size real quick, and I'm thinking of applying like one pearl or something at the side of her little armbands. So I'll use this size, sorry, right here, those little ones maybe, and I also have one smaller size, so pull those out and see. And I do need to go grab my precision tweezers, so I will be right back. Just be right in the other room.
I want to give you what I think is the most authentic recipe.
No worries. So I've got them. They're, pretty sharp, so just got to be careful with them. So let's take these off real quick.
Then, and I'm going to take a nice
and look at the sizing before we decide to glue anything. So let's see.
And technique.
These are kind of hard to pick up too, so you might watch me struggle a bit. That one's a little big. Let's try this one. These are so small. Oh, this is a good size. So that's cute, and that one's a good size. So I think we'll use the small ones. And I'm just gonna put one, let's do it on the side of her arm. Let's put that back, and put that back. Let me open that. Okay. Let's get a little glue. You can use kind of whatever glue you want for these. I think I'm just gonna use the 5-minute stuff, but tacky glue will also work. And I actually use tacky glue to, actually, I will use tacky glue for this. Let me grab it out of my closet. Just because tacky glue binds a little bit better to paper than it does with the 5-minute stuff. Did I leave that over there? Let's see. Oh, my tacky glue is here the whole time. It's just hiding behind all of my paintbrushes. So let me grab it real quick. There we go. Okay, so I'm just using regular old tacky glue. This is an all-purpose adhesive. It's just kind of, if you do crafts, you have it. It's more of a, I don't know what I would use to describe it. It's just a tacky glue. It dries clear. It's more like rubbery, and so the bond is not quite as strong. You can like peel stuff off if you need to, but for binding paper to, you know, anything, I usually use it. Alternatively, you could use like Mod Podge, but I mean that's kind of messy and not needed for this kit. Okay, so you can see it just comes out white. It's really just a kind of a paper binding glue. And let's see. I think it would be easiest if I just put it on here and then figured out the placement. And yeah, they get lost and they drop really easily, so that's why I have so many of these tiny pearls. If they like go directly into the tacky glue, I don't even bother. Actually, what I'm gonna do is be smart and just apply a dab directly onto her little wrist, rather than dipping it into the glue and then going from there. So you really don't need a lot. You can see the little white dot there. But the tough part is picking this up and getting it on accurately. Let's put a Q-tip. There we go. And let's move it a little bit. There. Like that. Just a little dot. An accent, if you will. Actually, probably could do more than one. Let's start with one and see how it goes. Okay. Put there, put that one here, and that one will go on the side as well. Let's see. Grab a whole bunch of these. Just because sometimes I pick them up and I drop them and I don't know where they go. But I'm doing pretty good today. Usually I drop these really quickly. Okay. This is a very delicate bond. There's not a lot of glue here, but very cute. Pretty easy to do. These are just little things you can add to your figures to give them a bit more dimension. The last time I used these pearls was on my Coca-Cola girl, so I used them like they were carbonation bubbles, which was really cute. So still stands, so we're good. I think I will add another dot. I'm liking how that looks. It's kind of like, how should I position her? I don't know. Okay. Let's add one here. This will give it that illusion of being what the? These are all stuck together. There we go. The illusion of like they're little spikes, but they're not. It's just little dots. There we go. We'll put one on the other side, underside as well, but I do want to let those dry first. There. Tacky glue goes on real nice and easy, so that's another reason why, oops, it's used for crafts a lot. Holds its form. Okay, there we go. So, oops, other than that coming out because it's not glued yet. Pretty cute. Definitely feels like it's, you know, Chun-Li-ish, I guess you'd say. Yeah, I think the wristbands add a really nice pop. Make her look official. She needs like, she's gonna punch someone. And I can actually take these out now that I have the position down. And I'm gonna put one tacky glue dot on the underside as well. So on underside here. And so they'll have 3 dots, but look like they give the illusion of there being a little bit more. Actually, I could probably move over a little bit, but it's fine. Oops, sorry. I don't know why the camera wants to focus on this stuff, but I will move this and see if that helps. Oh, it's focused down here. Okay, well, I'm in the middle of this, so I will show you guys in just a sec. Oops. There we go. Like that. You can see 3 dots. And let me put it back on her. Yep. Oh, good. We're very close to hitting the tattered clothes, but luckily it did not. So let's do that. And after this, we're just gonna glue the head to the body, and that will be it for this figure. A little more. Okay. Kind of weird position here. Okay. Oh my gosh, it won't turn over. There we go. Okay. A little bit more glue on that than I would have liked. Oops, as I stick my whole fingers into the glue. Okay, that's fine. And let's turn this over. There we go. Yeah, that is about where I want it. So we're good. So this have 3 little pearl dots on them, but it does, oops, just keeps magnetizing. It looks like she's got her little bracers now, or at least kind of the effect of having them. So that is good. There we go. Just have to adjust it a little bit. Pretty cute. Okay, and so last step will be gluing the head to the torso. Let's get that away and bring this head over here. Here. Oops, I just threw away that rod. I don't know what I'm thinking tonight. Let's move this out just a little bit too, so you guys can see it for now. Then I'll zoom back in. And also just trying to make sure my workspace is clean because we are dealing with glue and other little random things. I don't want them to hit the figure at all. So, okay. Well, that came out right away. So gluing really is a step-by-step process. It always takes me a while to get going. Okay, there we go. Keep Move this. Luckily this is already the pin we're going to use. We just kind of kept it the whole time. So don't need too much, but we do want to make sure the head stays in place. So remove a little bit more. Okay. There we go. There we go. So, gotta let it dry, but this is more or less what she'll look like when she's fully built. So, our Chun-Li monk, looking ultra cute, looking spicy and ready to fight, and cosplay themed. And I love her. And she looks almost, actually she does, she looks how I envisioned her, which is the most important part of all. And when you're trying to build, is that you're happy with how it matches your vision. Yeah, I think she's super spicy. She looks really cute. This figure is actually surprisingly difficult to kind of angle because her head is kind of facing like down, and so I'll have to have her on like the top shelf or something of my detolf. There's a little bit of a hair here I'm gonna try to pull off. Thank you, Jess. Oh my gosh. You don't have to do that at all, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. This spicy monk is for you and everybody who came and showed your support and was willing to watch me finish yet another figure, because I cannot believe that we've now finished 2 figures on stream. That kind of blows my mind. Let me zoom out a little as well so you can see her scale. So to put this kind of in perspective here, let's do this. And what should I compare her to? What do a lot of you guys have? Got a toothpick, a Q-tip, etc. I guess let's put a Q-tip next to her. So that's an average Q-tip length. Here is some length. So you can see she's around 11 centimeters. This is angling it, of course, so she's a little bit less maybe. But it's not a lot. If we're using it in inches, she's only around 4 inches high. So if you can imagine that, that's the scale that we were working on this whole time. And oh, I can put a spoon next to her as well. So here's the average spoon. This is just a regular medium spoon. Yeah, oh wow, I didn't even see that. I was like, what's next to her? Yeah, yep, here's a spoon, and this is our figure. So she is very small. I don't have any, well, I have a Nendo. Let me grab a Nendo real quick. Let's see. This is my Yotsuba Nendo, so for comparison, she's sitting down, so a Nendo would probably be around this tall. So she's about as tall as a Nendo, but a little bit more, I guess, detailed for one. Nendos seem pretty simple compared to figures that are this small. So yeah, a lot of fun. I really love this scale. I think that it's, you know, a super cute scale to work at. Yeah, she's small but feisty. A lot of detail jam-packed though. You can see all the shading in the hair, all the little accents that we've added, you know, the shiny parts, the not shiny parts. So she's been a lot of fun to work on. And with her little tatami floor, it'll be really cute, I think, to have this whole thing come together. Just gotta make sure that glue doesn't move too much. So yeah, thank you for joining me for this one. I am gonna kind of shift, I think, to some other stuff. I don't really know yet. Do you guys want me to start working on what I was gonna work on, or should I just work on some random kit until our time is up? I will tell you the project I'm gonna work on is not a kit, like a garage kit, and so that is, I am planning to do something a little bit different because I need a small breather. Like, you know, I've been building kind of a lot. I still have commissions to focus on, and so we'll still be building and doing stuff, but it's not gonna be a garage kit. So if you guys are fine with that, I can start it now, or I can just work on a garage kit tonight. Okay, start. I got one for start my new project. How about anybody else? I will wait 1 minute or 2 while I kind of clean up. You're interested in the new thing, okay. Let's wait till 9:13 and a half. That'll give me a chance to kind of clean up just for a moment, because I got a lot of random stuff kind of in my desk. Let's see, and I also gotta adjust and make sure this monk girl looks okay. Put her. She like only stands on very specific things. And let's put the spoon away. Put my pastels away. Whoops, kind of rando. And let me get a drink. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna start at least kind of observing what the heck I'm gonna be doing and getting myself into tonight, because next Tuesday or on Thursday we'll continue this new project. So one thing that I have been interested in for a long time is building like miniature kits, and I'm not talking garage kits. I'm talking like dollhouse kits. And so I have this kit from my friend Jelly that gave this to me forever ago, and I want to build this miniature garden on stream. I have never built one of these types of thingies before. Like I guess everything comes in the kit, so I'm not really sure what's involved, but I do think that it would be a lot of fun, and it's something I've never done before. And so we're all, you know, it's completely new. I might be completely messing it up. I don't know. But it comes with like a lot of stuff, and it comes with like whatever in here. There's LEDs involved. There's like all sorts of things. Okay. Seems like you guys are positive about it, so that's good. I just really wanted to do this. I have not like made time in my life to do it, despite wanting to for a very long time. And I think that it would be a fun project for streaming to see. Oh, hello, Rocket. He's very happy about it. And I just think that it would be a fun change from viewing like the endless sanding and pinning process. And again, everything's in this kit. I don't think there's any painting or anything involved. So it would just be fun to hang out and assemble. Rocket's very happy about this. Let me bring him up here. Hello, Boo. Oh, he wants hugs. He's giving me big hugs. You can see he's right here. Here's my cat, Rocket. He usually does not even want to come around here, so he must be thinking it's a very good time. Yeah. He is very, very fluffy. He is also very big. He's about 17 pounds of fluff and just bigness. You can see his paw is pretty big. Let's see. Show him your paw. Here's a Q-tip. Well, hi. What are you doing? You ready to go? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, let's open this up and start looking at it. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys don't have to see my leg. But I might have to adjust things a little because this is a pretty big kit. Let's see. Actually, let me try pushing this up a little. There we go. Okay, that should be good. So let's take this away, open this up, and I'm gonna start kind of pulling out pieces. I really don't know what I'm in for here, so let's zoom out. There we go. So it's a whole box. It's pretty big. But supposedly it's all in here. I know I've said that a million times, but let's see. Okay, so it's got a ton of stuff and a giant, oh, it's all in English, so that's good. There's a giant instruction sheet full of things. So this looks like a pretty big set. A lot of little plants and a lot of precision gluing needed. And then it looks like it tells you like where to put things randomly. No, this is not resin. This is all paper and wood this time. I'm taking a break. Wow, yeah, this is quite extensive. And I did look up roughly how long these take, but it seems like it could be anywhere between like 8 to 12 hours. So it's not going to be like a huge investment of time, but who knows? Let's see, things it needs. Ruler, scissors, knife, needle. Okay, well I got pretty much all of this stuff, so that's not an issue. So what exactly do you do here? Let's see. Let me start taking out a couple of these and just see. I think everything's probably broken up into like sections. So yeah, it looks like it includes, each one is like marked, and that's the set that you'll build. Oh my god. Wow, this looks so elaborate. Do you have to cut these? I don't even know. Oh, a paintbrush. That's nice. Oh boy. Okay. And then this is the wood. So the kit itself is like pretty large. It's yeah, it's pretty big. And these are all the paper flowers, which, oh my gosh, if you have to cut these out, which I think you do, that's great. There'll be a lot of cutting on this stream. And whatever the hell this is. Yeah, this is why I put it off so long, Jess, because I was like, this is a lot of shit in this box. Like, seems really, really complicated. Like, here I am dealing with resin pieces that are like, 14 pieces in a kit. What's the final product? This, supposedly. So, we want to build a DIY miniature house. This is a box kit that I've had for over 2 years now that I've been trying to find time to build, but I just literally haven't had any time because I've been busy with stuff. So stream has to suffer with me for this. But yeah, I might as well just kind of like look at it and figure it out. The way to handle this is just to work on one thing at a time. And I'll make this nicer in a sec. I just need to read over this. Is that the cabinet? Okay. So it looks like it will have you paint. What the? Oh, Rocket is fussing. So it looks like there's certain things that we can tackle already, like the chair and like other things, but there are some pieces that will require paint, so I'm not gonna bother with that tonight. We can always do that separate, but we can take like one of the bags and start working with it. Let's see, what is drain groove? Oh, that must be the gutters of the house. Okay, so let me find the cabinet number 1. Cabinet number 1 will be what we'll work on tonight. So, should be like, oops. Okay, it looks like this could be cabinet number 1. Or it has pieces that are in cabinet number 1. I think that some of the wood is just kind of like stuck in the box and some isn't. Oh, these are also included. Oh my gosh, this is so elaborate. Oh, maybe it's just this is the parts labeling. Okay. Okay, let's put this down. Hello, kitten. And yeah, this is the sheet that helps you find the pieces you need. So they're not labeled in the bag or anything, but it does have its own parts sheet. And so what you do is basically find the piece and match it up like that. So for this, we will need this piece and 3 of these, I think. That's 823. I like how it's to scale though. That's a really nice feature. Like a lot of times they just have miniature versions or something else, and so let's see. That one and these ones. I think all you need is white glue, and it said it included it. I don't see it though. Maybe it's in another bag. There's some tweezers in here, I see. Okay, apparently I need a couple other pieces. I need whatever this is. The leg. I need the leg. And two tiny brown ones. Oh, I see. Oh man, this is one of those kits that if you lose one piece, like you're doomed. Okay, I see the other one here. The good thing about this is that it's all like you just need to glue it and that's it. Okay, let me push these off, and I think this should open up maybe. Oh no. I guess not. Okay, let's do that. Find these. And that. And then there's one more piece. Something like that. We have that already. Maybe that's it. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I think that is it. What's the other one then? You're gonna hear me doing that a lot for this. It's like, what is this for? What's this for? Okay, 31 to 31. Okay. So it seems that the first thing that I will need to do is make a line here. And I think that will help these glue and line up. So let me, I don't have a pencil. I have a Sharpie, but let's see if I have something a little bit smaller. I have an X-Acto knife. That would probably be the worst case scenario. Oh, I also have this pencil, so this will work. I have a pencil that's sharpened for this kind of random purpose. So looks like all we have to do is line this up and make a line the same way across. So mark and mark, and then let me get my ruler, which we conveniently use to measure a little monk. Oh god, you can see my magnets everywhere. And we're just gonna match this up. Okay, what's that for? I don't know yet. And okay, so that's marked. So what we'll need to do now is glue these together. Apparently these just glue like this. Okay, well, let me look one more time for that glue it supposedly comes with. But if not, we'll just use tacky glue. Oh, you know what happens? It might not have any glue because sometimes these kits, they don't include it because it violates international law. For whatever reason, some places consider glue like flammable, and so occasionally these kits don't come with it. And so that might be the case here, which is fine because we have tacky glue. So let's see. Looks like we will need to first glue one of these side pieces to the top and bottom of this. So like that. I think, yeah, just be like that, and then the other piece will be like this on the bottom. It feels like it doesn't match up very well. Okay. No, that's good. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put the glue on top. This should be fun. I'm excited. This is a little bit different than what I do. I'm not, you know, gonna be super concerned about it being perfect. Right, Fries? And his little dollhouse kid's like, we don't do that. You know, that's, plastic's dangerous. Glue's dangerous. Chad seal model does not care where they send anything. Okay. My only concern is that this is gonna be kind of it's gonna take a little while to dry, so. You know what I mean. I didn't stutter. Okay. I already forgot what I was doing. Okay, I guess it's like this. I think what I'll have to do is have to kind of angle stuff like that. And I'm gonna hope this glue jar is clear because these are not cute. Maybe it would be better to put it like this and that way. Yeah. Oh my god, this is harder than it looks. And like the glue is everywhere. I'm gonna leave it like that just for like a moment, and hopefully it does not get weird. Okay, so then we're gonna glue that, and you have to glue the other one as well, and then the back will go on. I guess I could probably glue this at the same time, but would that help? I don't know. Maybe I should put it here to position it. Oh my god. This is new and scary. Okay. Okay, that seemed to help-ish. It's just setting it. Yeah, in between where it's like supposed to go.
How do you want to do that?
I think that's fine. Well, yeah, let's let that dry for like a second. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put the glue on here. That way it will stay in place. Oh my gosh, what I'm gonna have to do is just stick this upside down and leave it that way, because shaking this and getting all the glue out every time is super annoying. Okay. I think like using a toothpick on this will probably be better in the future rather than just squeezing it out of the bottle, because that's quite a bit of excess. Okay, and this goes like like that. Nice. Okay, that worked. It's still like seeping out the side, so I guess just kind of rub it. Yeah, like that. Okay. That seems fairly straightforward. The next step will be to glue the back on. And if we measured this correctly, supposedly the back will match up with the top of the thing. So it will go like this. So like that. You can see. But we want this to stand and be straight, so. Also, does this come with like a little cabinet that goes in it? Because this glue is really not great. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a toothpick in the future because this glue is too much. So this will go like this. It does not match up at all. Or does it? Oh, I see. Because there's a little bottom that you have to put on as well. And so this needs to match with the top. And just lay like flat, I guess. So it'll be like that. I guess we could glue that to it right now then. Oh, but then it will kind of fall. Whatever. YOLO it. Let's put a little bit of tacky glue on this instead, and then we can toothpick it. This stuff takes a while to dry, so it should be fine. Okay. So we want this to match up with the line. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done each night with this. This type of kit is completely new to me. But I think from what I recall, at least a couple of sizes of these, depending on the scale that you get, you can fit Nendos and stuff into them. So they're not only cool kits, but you can use them like a diorama for your non-scale figures. So once we get the full size here, I'm wondering if there's a figure I could build that might fit in one of these. Maybe that will be the continuation part 2. Okay. I peel off the excess, but still looks like it's there. I think this is one of those things that I'm gonna have to use my finger and peel it off myself later. Yeah, I think that would be really a cute idea, Jess. We'll have to see how that goes in that experiment. Okay, supposedly this is the last one, and this should fit like this, I think. But how does this go then? I feel like this goes up. Okay. Apparently this goes on the very bottom, like that. Let's see. Yeah, it would be like that. But we'll have to wait till this dries a little more. Feel like that wouldn't fit very well. And what's the third one for? Did I mess up something already? I don't understand. Why are there 4 of them? Uh-oh, did I use the wrong size? Where's 23? Wait, there's no 23. Wait, 2 of 23. What? That does not make any sense. Okay. We have 124, 3 31s, and 2 23s. Yeah, have a good one, Mr. Frike. We'll be sitting here pondering what the meaning of all of this is. Oh wait, we're good. I don't know why they said 2 23s yet. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I think that this goes on top. Okay, I think we're still good. Because the 23s are the little bits. Okay, yeah, I see. We're good. The 23s are the small ones. and those go on here, and then the big one goes on top like this, and kind of gives it a little ledge. Guys, I am very good at this, and also I definitely read the instructions when doing IKEA furniture. This is literally the same thing. Okay, I think we're good to do 23. So this looks like it fits on the bottom. Maybe. Oh, the back. Wait, no. Let's see. Oh god, this is janky as hell. Okay, that's even. And then this will go like that. But that does not. It's so precarious. Okay. Okay, I get it. I am going to put this along here. Don't want to over apply the glue, so I'm like putting on baby glue. Okay, that should be okay. And then this will fit like that, I think. I don't know, you guys can't see it from this angle, but I'm just kind of put it in the bottom. So it's like that. Like that. So it's literally just the bottom of this cabinet thing. But it's uneven. So like this goes here. This doesn't really work that way. I don't really understand. It's like leaning back. But maybe that's okay. And then the top one will go like this. And that's a 23. Oh, whatever. As long as it's like straight, I don't think it really matters too much. Oops. Oh my god. I just don't understand how it's supposed to be straight. Let's see. Oh wait, maybe it goes the other way. Whoops. Like that. That makes more sense, I think. Oh, yeah, that would make more sense. Okay, so let me scrape this glue off. This is why I wanted to build this. It's gonna take me a while, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so I think it actually goes like this. Before I put these on the other side, I flipped it the other way. So actually I need to put a line of glue here. Okay, and then this will go in front, like that. That makes more sense. But then this is like weird. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, me talking through all the panic is just funny. Because I was like, I don't know, this is new for me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But hopefully it's fun. And if you have ever built a dollhouse kit, this will probably, be what it's like too. Surprisingly difficult. Like, it has a lot of pieces. It all glues with tacky glue. I see it, like, I follow women on dollhouse, like miniature things, and I'm starting to have a lot more respect because their application is so smooth. And their dollhouses are, oh my god, so beautiful. Okay. I think it's also because I just keep like handling this. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. And that looks pretty cute. But I do need to like hold it, have it facing a certain way or else it's not gonna dry properly. And that would make sense that it's supposed to be more or less like this. I just don't get the whole, this part is supposed to lay flat. There's, like, it tells you to glue it here. I don't know if I can zoom in. Right here, it tells you to glue this, but the only point that you glue it on is literally like here and here. So I don't know how you're supposed to do that without using the back as your base. Maybe I'll just keep it here. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's put on the other top as well. And that one fits in just on top, I guess. Yeah, like that. So it will be literally just goes on top. So that we can just kind of drizzle glue on, I think. And I'm gonna stick this on and then turn it back over because that other glue is like not fully dried yet. Okay. Like that. Oh crap. There we go. Tacky glue is great too because you can just kind of like reposition it and it's mostly fine. This pushed in more. Also noticed that a lot of these pieces are not warped at all, which is great. So like wood kind of can have the tendency to warp up or down, but these pieces are all really high quality and they're pretty straight, so that is much appreciated. All of the problem is user error, so like me messing it up. It's pretty cute. It's got some glue, but it definitely looks like it's the right way now. That's actually really cute. Very simple. Oh, that's fine, that'll dry. This looks like it's a little bit higher, but whatever. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So that's pretty cute. I'm gonna let that dry, I guess. And I think the last step on this is to apply these little things, and so I guess they're just accents kind of for the edges of the dresser or bookshelf or whatever this is. So I think they go on top, like here. And let's see. Yeah, not really any particular way except just there's a little groove on them. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can zoom in. So there's a little groove on them, and the groove is supposed to fit on the outside, I guess. Okay. Janky. It's gonna be a little tough to get that to line up and be perfectly straight until the tacky glue cures. No pinning here. These would be a situation where I'd be like, hey, let's pin it and make sure it goes in straight. Not the case, just lots of glue. Oh, I guess it probably would have been good to put glue on the other side too. Guess I can still pull it off. So like here, maybe. Oh God, maybe not. That was a bad idea. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this and then adjust these as they're going. Actually, putting it on the bottom might help too. Because that way they can at least get them aligned. Oh God. Okay, there and there. This one looks thicker than the other one because the other one lines up pretty perfectly, but this one doesn't at all. So I don't know what's going on there. So I guess let's just let that sit. But as far as I'm concerned, like it says that this is now complete. So completed. That's great. The other one is a little cabinet number 2. So what time are we at? 10 minutes? We can start gluing this cabinet, but I don't think we're gonna finish it. So let me pull out the pieces of cabinet number 2. And is this the cabinet that will fit inside cabinet number 1? I'm not sure. Again, we'll have to figure it out. So let's see. Let me put this over here for now. And where's cabinet number 2? Maybe it's not labeled. Oh, maybe this is cabinet number 2. It looks a lot more yellow in the photo. So I was looking for something like bright yellow, but it's like, it's orange. It's like a marigold, almost pumpkin-y orange. But yeah, it looks like this is it, so. Let's zoom out a little. Okay, that should be it. And then there's 2 really, really tiny pieces of beads that are the little dresser knobs, but we'll do that on Thursday. Okay, so this requires knowing math and geometry and how pieces fit together, because we're gonna have 2 sides and the back, or this is the top and the back, and then one will fit in the middle like that. So we'll build it like this first, the sides. Let's grab that tacky glue. Let's see how this is going. Pretty cute. So what, I don't know what the heck happened there, but okay, I'm gonna have to adjust that a little bit, but from this side, it's like mostly okay. Either way, it stands, so that's good. Okay, let's do this. So these 2 are going to sit on top. Like that. The big thing is just to make sure that all of the square fits exactly, because these pieces look like they're probably an exact fit. So we're gonna run into issues with the sides here if they don't fit correctly. Like this should be fitting in squarely. Like that. So you can also use that as kind of a adjustment point, I think. Okay. There we go. Okay, and we'll let that dry, but I think that's all we're pretty much gonna have time for tonight, so I'm just gonna wrap up here. We'll end it a little bit early so that way next time we can just start working on whatever the heck this is. So thank you again so much for tuning into this stream. It has been a lot of fun building the little monk girl, some kit that I really wanted to build for a very long time. And let me show her again now that she's all dried and ready to display. So here's our finished little monk. Let's zoom in a little. Well, it's a lot. Here she is one last time. We will have, final photos I'll need to put up for her later, but I'm really happy with how she turned out, and I think she's super cute. So zoom out one more time. Here she is in all her glory. But yeah, so if you're interested in watching me panic and build furniture, at least for the next couple streams I'll be hanging out. Next stream will be on Thursday, the September 23rd. So same time, 8 p.m. EST. I'm just gonna take it easy this time, try something a little bit different, and then we'll jump back into kits after that. But I just need a little bit of a breather since I've been building nonstop this whole year and since coronavirus started, in all honesty. So everybody needs a breather. Anyway, thank you again. Yeah, thank you, Rebel Star. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, everybody who's watching. And I hope to see you guys next stream. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.